Well, the NDA has finalized a strategy for the debate on the anti-paper leak bill in Parliament. The BJP has fielded MPs Bansuri Swaraj and Tejasvi Surya to lead the party's intervention during the discussion. NDA allies have also decided to back the legislation, with MPs from the TDP, JDU and Shiv Sena set to participate in the debate. Members from the NCP, Apna Dal and the Lok Janshakti Party are also expected to speak, underlining the broad support from the ruling alliance for the proposed law. Let me go across to Mr. Sahai on this. Mr. Sahai, I also want to get in a political perspective on this issue, because we've been seeing a lot of disruption in the parliament over the last week. There was absolutely no business that could be conducted because of the ruckus that was conducted. Do you believe that now the opposition also should come together? Because
to get on to the business of the day. And the current business primarily is the need paper leak, the bill connected to that. So that being the case as it is, see, most of the times what we find in the parliament is that the bill is given to the members only on the morning of the discussion. So I'm not very sure of the fact as to when this bill was circulated amongst the members of parliament and how much ready they are for this proper and a very valuable, worthwhile discussion, which finally gets incorporated as changes in the bill, and then the final enactment is made. Primarily, what is happening in the parliament for last so many years is that the bill is placed and the whole of the treasury bench, they speak in favor and the opposition speaks against it, or might be ask for a few amendments, and then the bill is rolled over with large part of the lawmakers not even aware of the fact as to what has actually transpired in the parliament. Now the issue is that most of the time this parliamentary discussion, they are generic in nature and they talk about big, high sounding principles and fundas and what the government want to do. Okay, that is one part of the story. But who will come to the granular details that the current bill is not providing teeth by way of providing resources to the investigative agency? Which investigative agency, and primarily at a lower level, what we found in Rajasthan, because the intervention of the IPS officer, good things were done at a district level. Which investigative agency, which police has the capability to investigate a crime of this nature, which is national, which is organized, which has too much of technology implication, and also where there are insiders involved. Now, where we are lacking, the enforcement mechanism is never mentioned in any act of the parliament, at least where it is required, the capability of the investigative agency, what needs to be provided to them, and then you see the prosecution. One Mukhya accused is already out on bail of the 2024 list of accused. So the prosecution which we have, the lawyers which we have, and the lawyers which defense presents in the court of law, I think there's a humongous amount of difference in the capabilities. And as all of us are aware, one technical flaw in the judicial trial, which goes against the law of the land or the procedure in which the law needs to be applied, I think the accused may get scot-free. So that is where we are. So there is a whole mechanism which needs to be changed. This bill can be a good beginning. But I think everybody needs to understand as to how the bills needs to be discussed, how suggestions needs to be incorporated, and it is the interest of both the treasury benches and the opposition to bring about a change in the manner which is desirous and in a manner where we know the granular details. And in case there is any amendment required, even the technology needs to be mentioned. We just can't say secure, secure, secure. That was for legislations beyond, say, last 20 years back. Now the clarity needs to come, whether it is encryption, whether it is any other nature of technology. And finally, the responsibility and accountability has to be fixed. It has to be very clear-cut. We cannot keep running from pillar to post just to find out as to who's accountable. I think that is the biggest travesty of justice, and making it predictable. And in case if it does not happen in 2 months, now who is the authority who will take action? We don't know who is the authority. There are hundreds and thousands of cases in this country which have crossed their timelines as per the different acts of parliament.
in fact, we are getting to know that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has given out a statement just before the Parliament session.